I have a feeling this is gonna be a very late review because of certain circumstances. But I also blame the fact that they released it very late too. In the Shokugeki no Soma chapter of uh, chapter 152. What can we say about it? Well, it begins with the fact that Ishinki once again proves that he is a mastermind because he apparently, well, not exactly apparently, he actually said so in his when he was dismissed from the council. He actually said, "Oh, so it's happening now." And it wasn't just that he was shocked and just said it right there. No, he even suspected it when he was having the dinner party. He said he was going to be dismissed because of the fact that he doesn't share the Central's logic, finally proving himself to be a good guy. And one thing we could say about Ishinki, even though he's a 7th seat, I feel he holds a lot of hidden potential, or more like hidden power, because so much that he is, you can almost say, shows that that knows much more than you originally think, and is an excellent chess master because of it. Because before he dismissed, he actually managed to create a special law, a law for these Shokugekis, that even if there is the Elite Four that are doing this purge hunting, the rules are at least to be fair, and if the people are good enough, they will have a fighting chance of, well, fighting back. Then again, this is the Elite Four. Uh, but as I said last week, the Elite Four must lose. They will not lose this first Purge Hunt day, but they will lose eventually to one of our main characters. They have to. It's the undisputed rule of the world. The bad guys cannot win, even if they're supposed to be immortal. At least in fictional life. In real life, the bad guys always win. But this rule is something he calls Ishinki rule, so who knows that Ishinki had a little bit of an high-strung agenda. Or maybe he just calls it that to piss off the other Elite 10 because, well, because Momo is someone. This rule follows as such that the class A, one is research societies and seminars wishing to have this situation resented may challenge Central as a receiving party to a Shokugeki, and the receiving party must accept it. Match 2 is that it must be a matched team, and the date must be mutually agreed upon the challenger and the receiving party. 3 is victory conditions. If a challenge party should win, the research society or seminar will continue to exist. However, if the Elite 10 win, the challenger will disband, and by the wishes of Azami Admiral will join Central, but if they refuse, they will be expelled. So it's not an immediately losing and expelling. No, they have a choice. Either expelled or submit. And the 4 is that it must be a selection of judges to ensure neutrality and prevent bias toward either challenging party or the receiving party. The judges will be chosen from outside of Totsuki that are a little bit connected to food cooking. So this is the first time there's not well, it could very well be a judge that could have been influenced by Asami. This is still someone who just knows the Totsuki name and not someone who's influenced by it. So it will be a complete and utter fair fight. And also, the senpai that was expelled has actually been reinstated. But today it starts, the survival purge as they call it. And it will be the first day. The first seminars have been chosen, but Mario and Megumi's have yet to be chosen. And so the Central has chosen many badasses that are elite reserves. So Mario and Megumi has yet to be challenged, which is both good and bad. Good because that means they still will win. bad because, well, now we're gonna see how some of the Elite 10 work. And if history is in the indication, they're gonna give us some very big despair. So, yeah, but of course, Yukihara is only fired up, well, because, well, Soma Yukihara is, well, Soma Yukihara. He is always fired up. Takumi resolves to help Soma and the Polar Star Dorm with everything they can. Um, and they just all decide that they're gonna split into different groups to check out these Shokugekis in order to see just how awesome the cooking of these elite tens of Central are. So the team is an A, B, and C team, which Mauru tells that they should do it, which is actually pretty good. That guy doesn't really have that much screen time, and it proves that he has a strategic mind. And if there will ever be a challenge on his seminar, I have a feeling he will be chosen to cook. I mean, he may not be as badass as many other chefs, but if you think about it, he must win. He must win. If he loses, well, he loses. But I still also wonder, will Megumi be the one to uh, be chosen to duel everything else? I mean, the Elite 10. Sorry, I'm distracted by something else here. So, yeah, and on a comedic note, Erina is still. We thought that she didn't have a big enough shock last week since the reveal was there, but it turns out we were wrong on that one too. She's still in shock, although in a comedic shock. Her mind is a complete what's that word? Merry-go-round. It's but even though she says she's gotten better, it's shown that she actually does treat uh, Soma a little bit better. And Hisako being almost like a little sister that's worried about her big sister is pretty funny too. So Hisako decides to tag along with Soma and to join the team. And so Erina asks, aren't you worried what Erina said? No, what Asami said? But Soma being Soma, well, he's just casual about this. But Erina being Erina, well, she's wondering what is going on here, and that everything pillar of her life is crumbling away. It's then that Soma actually said something that changes for the first time in a while the eyes in Erina. No. The eyes of Erina. He says something, I'm just acting accordingly. Right now, what's happening right here and now is something that I'm not so fine with. That's all. Meaning that he is not interested in the past, he's only interested for the future. Well, that's Soma for you. He once said he's not a hero, even though he does many heroic things. He is doing what he wants to do about it, which is both in a good and a bad way in another self. Here, again, Erina is worried about her past, her father having her in his palm. Her idol being the father of a boy she despised because she thought he was a commoner, only to find out later that this commoner's boy is actually the son of her idol, therefore technically a commoner too. Yeah, her mind is a complete merry-go-round. Not to mention the fact that Azami said that Saiba is ruined in the cooking world or something like that. But Soma is not interested in all that. Even though he's sometimes curious, he doesn't act because of that. No, he acts because, well, he wants to. Which changes the eyes in Erina's color. Although still sad eyes, we wonder what those eyes tell us. And so the team is formed, and they consist. Team A is of Fumio for some strange reason. Yuki, Izami. Team 2 is of Mario, Ibusuki, and Ryuko, which is actually pretty fun. There have been some hints that Ryuko and Ibusaki may have a fling or have a crush on each other. It's Team C that it's the most fun. It's those guys, Aigo and Dayuki. together with Hisako. Well, I mean Daigo and Shoji. And why is that funny? Well, they are loud. She is in the zone, so I have a feeling she's gonna have a hard time getting along with those hot-blooded goons. And finally, CD is of course Soma, Takumi, and Megumi, who is riding on the bike. They enters venue D, and who is cooking in venue D? It's not confirmed which seminar who's challenging, but the one who's cook is none other than Momo, who has revealed that her bear's name is Buchi. Save my cooking, she says. Well, it was clear that Momo has an arrogant side to her. We saw that last week. And a lot of us has wondered, why is that just an old girl? Because if you think about it, she is a third year, being so small and have a teddy bear on her. She seems to have a childish mind, but the fact that she has named her bear there is both creepy and heartwarming. Why is it creepy? Because is it just me, or does it seem like the bear is actually changing its faces depending on Momo's mood? Or more likely, when she has a certain mood, the bear seems to change her... No, change to... damn it, sorry. Seems to also change its face. And that is both in a heartwarming and a little bit creepy. And so Kagebura Momo she is of course gonna win. It is obvious that the first day resident, unless of course it's Nikumi who is challenged in the first day. It's clear that, if not, then it's clear for me that the Elite 10 of this first day are gonna win. But are we really gonna see all the Elite 10? Are we gonna be like one like that and then immediately switch to a flashback to the other? Or is it gonna be like that in the following chapters? It's good if we see the Elite 10s cooking. Can they win? Again, our main characters have to win. It's the undisputed rule of the world. But what is Momo's cooking? There has been some hints that she likes to cook sweet, which fits with her childish body. But alas, I know this is a long review, and technically I only did a front. I didn't really have anything new to say about it. But again, what will be the future of the other seminars? Will the team will it be Megumi and Mario who will defend their seminars? And if they do, will they face the characters that seem like their evil counterpart? Will Megumi face Tsukasa, and will Mario face Nene? I have a feeling that will be a pretty good lineup. Give me your thoughts if you have any, okay? And more of all, what do you think expects?